Welcome to the bonus round. We're going to 10,000. Ready?
Wait.
Going all the way, guys.
We didn't think that 2014 was enough.
Of course not.
So we came back to make sure that not only will our save file survive for our play, but it'll survive to the ages.
Yep.
We're gonna leave it for posterity. With good old level 30 Fluttershy and Rainbow down there, looking on as witnesses to its glory. I wonder if 30 is the level cap.
I don't know.
I wonder if we hit the level cap.
You know what I bet? I bet they got pushed to level 30 when they went Super Saiyan or whatever.
I don't remember what level they were at before.
Pretty sure we did not level up 30 times in this game. I feel pretty confident in saying that.
Yeah.
Could be wrong.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Hey.
What?
Okay, in case it got cut, I don't know if it did, but I'm going to tell that story about Christian Weston Chandler, creator of Sonichu. You'd like to catch a Pokemon again. I'll tell it real quick, in case this is the second time you're all hearing it. Alright, so Christian Weston Chandler, he got trolled by a lot of guys, but they pretended to be fake people that told him lies, but he believed them all. So he thought all these like crazy things were happening.
They
in his
basically
life.
played eccentric characters.
Yeah, they played characters, and he so in his mind he had this like crazy rogues gallery that was like accosting him all the time. Like he thought he was actually talking to Shigeru Miyamoto for a while about getting his game developed, and then they had a lawyer, and their lawyer was Jay-Z, and him and Jay-Z had like a battle over email.
Jay-Z is lazy.
Yeah, even Chris Chan makes more money than Jay-Z. So yeah, Chris. Anyway, Chris had this villain, this arch rival named Clyde Cash, and the way Clyde Cash came about is that Chris once announced that he was stopping Sonichu, and this was a lie, but Chris believed it. They told him that one of his fans named Ryan Cash killed himself because he was so sad that Sonichu wouldn't be continuing.
Yeah, right.
So he issued a really half-assed apology. And so Clyde...
To who? To the family?
Yeah. So Clyde Cash, the older brother of Ryan Cash, appeared and swore revenge. And he was like a constant thorn in his side. He would always like go online and talk to Chris, and like he would... Most of what he would do is he would steal Chris's PlayStation Network account passwords and hold them ransom. And most of what he would...
How did he keep getting them?
And most of what he would ask for from Chris is he would ask him to clean his room.
And this was like a monumental thing.
He would like, Chris, clean your room, or else you're done. And
all done, son.
Or like he would say, he tried to get him to sell his old Legos. He basically tried to get him to better himself, but Chris was like, he just stalwartly refused at every turn. Anyway, the story is that Chris was trying to intimidate Clyde, so he made a video saying Clyde was weaker than water. And in the video, he puts up a picture of the fucking the World Trade Center. He's like, Clyde Cash is so weak. He's weaker than the Twin Towers. See how they fall with an airplane. And he used the mouse and like crashed. He like pretended to crash the mouse into them. It was like,
you're such a psycho.
And then people got mad and told him like, Chris, how could you do this? I thought you were an American. And he was like, oh shit.
An American hero, no less.
I thought you were an American hero. He was like, shit, I forgot. I'm an American, and I love America.
I'm a hero, yeah.
So he remade the video. He was like, sorry, everyone. I didn't mean to offend everyone. Instead, what I'll say, instead of weaker than the Twin Towers, Clyde Cash is weak like birthday candles that I can just blow out. So he made a picture of a cake with candles on it. But for the candles, he used the Twin Towers and put fire on top of them.
What the
and used the eraser tool and was like... and like
missing the point.
Pretended to blow at the computer and like he erased the fire.
Fixed? What did he think this was solving?
It seems like more difficult to me than to just like draw lines on the cake to be the candles than to use the Twin Towers.
Idiot.
It's really bizarre.
That's amazing though.
Yeah.
That's legendary levels of
it was truly a legendary boner that Chris pulled.
I'm pulling a legendary boner right now thinking about it. Believe you me.
So the other maybe one of my other favorite Chris Chan stories is the time that Liquid Chris showed up. Liquid Chris started as just a guy. He was putting up YouTube videos of him doing a Chris Chan impression, like just for fun, like just to entertain himself and his friends. But trolls and fans like caught onto it, and they showed it to Chris and pretended like he was doing it for real, to like actually try and be the Chris Chan, like he actually thought he was him. And Chris believed them, that he was like trying to be a legit imposter. So he's like, shit, and he got all mad. And so Liquid Chris ran with it, and Liquid Chris wore this, because real Chris always wore these striped shirts, and Liquid Chris had a striped shirt too, but it was brown.
Yep.
So Chris would call Liquid Chris the brown shirted imposter, or the imposter in brown.
Sure, makes
That was
sense.
like what he would call him all the time. And real Chris wore this clay Sonichu medallion that he made.
No, that was a Figmate. What's it called?
Crayola Model Magic.
Crayola Model Magic. That's it.
Crayola. Yeah. And Liquid Chris would have this paper one. And Chris would always get mad at Liquid Chris and be like, my medallion is made of Crayola Model Magic. Yours is made of paper. If I wanted paper, I would go to Home Depot or Office Depot and get $5
Easy,
and pay
man.
$5 for 500 sheets.
Like, this is how he's defeating his enemy, by telling him
like,
how little papers work.
Extremely exact in detail. And then, to prove that Liquid Chris was not the real Chris Chan, Real Chris challenged Liquid Chris to a singing competition, to a karaoke contest.
That's the only way to settle it.
Which
makes sense.
Which he lost.
Did
thus
he really?
proving that fake Chris was the real Chris.
Yeah, that's the thing. He lost. He was confirmed to be an imposter.
By his own terms, real Chris was confirmed to be the fake. And so real Chris won all the rights to Sonichu.
Well, Solid Chris was confirmed to be the fake. Yeah.
Because he had made a new account saying that his name was IBA Chandler, as like some kind of pun or something. That was his YouTube name. So people were saying
I don't get it, but okay.
People were saying that I be a Chandler, like I am a Chandler. It's stupid, whatever.
I guess.
But people were saying that the IBA stood for Ian Brandon Anderson, so everyone started calling Liquid Chris Christian Weston Chandler, and Solid Chris, they were calling him Ian Brandon Anderson.
Did they just make that up?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And he flipped out one time in a video, and he tried to like yell at all his fans, like, stop calling me fake name. He was like, my name is not Ian Brandon something! Like, my name is Christian Weston Chandler. Call me the real name that was given to me by God and the Bear
God Jesus and the Bear.
No, that's not what he said. He said by God and the Bear at Regency Square Mall, 1986, September, whatever, because he remembers the exact date. Because, see, the story is that Christian Weston Chandler got his name by a divine...
You mean just Christian?
Yeah.
Just that part.
Christian got his name by a divine intervention. See, he was born Christopher Weston Chandler. But then one day he was at the mall, and there was a...
How old was he?
I don't know, like 6.
Okay.
And there was a singing bear at the mall, right? He was like, what do you call it? He was conducting a band. He was a bear conducting a band.
Okay.
He was like a guy in a bear suit. And Chris went up and like introduced himself, and the bear misheard his name, Christopher, and thought he said Christian, and called him Christian. And this was like
profound.
This was like, oh my god, because like his dad liked the name Christian anyway, so they were like, oh shit, he called him Christian, and they went and they legally changed his name to Christian Weston Chandler. So you see, Christian's name was given to him by God, Jesus, and the bear.
The bear.
And to this day,
the bear is an integral part of Chris's history.
That's what he says. Call me the real name given to me by God and the bear.
Like, why is he so into this bear? The mythos of Chris is extensive, and the bear is like in an oddly prominent place.
Yeah, so when he talks about God,
there's like
often,
Jesus God, and then there's like the man in the pickle suit.
Yeah.
These are opposing.
When he
forces.
talks about God, he often refers to them as God and Jesus. Like he has to refer to both of them, so you don't like get confused that he's talking about some like non-Jesus God.
Yeah. I don't know, the whole God Jesus thing always confused me quite a bit.
Sonichu.com, the quickie. That's CWC wiki, because that's his initials is CWC, and he goes by his initials all the time. It's written in a very antagonistic style, and it's very biased, but if you can get past that, it's a huge repository of amazing things that happen to an amazing man. And also you can read the entire Sonichu series, which is, it's like 10 issues. There was an 11th issue, but it was proved fake.
Really?
It was a forgery, yeah.
Which one was that?
It's got like Sonichu, it starts off kind of normal, but then like Reginald the Sneasel molests Robbie.
Robbie Sonny,
they molest Sonichu and Rosachu's children, and then like Sonichu and Rosachu like. I think the Sonichu babies get into the chemical drawer and like drink bleach.
Oh Jesus!
And they get brain damage, and so Sonichu and Rosachu have to like smother them with pillows.
Oh God!
Unfortunately, not canon.
Damn it!
As we
I
all
can see Chris writing that.
Robbie Sani grows up to evolve into a Sonichu. Robbie Sonichu and become
exactly like his dad.
And become a Tom girl.
Oh yeah, right.
So I think he's got like hair. He's got like a brown head of hair. By the way, a Tom girl is what Christian Weston Chandler refers to as a male transvestite, because see to him...
No, not a transvestite.
Yeah, a transvestite. Because see to him, a girl who acts like a boy is a tomboy.
Oh yeah, you're
therefore,
right.
He likes to dress like a girl, therefore he's the male version, which is a tom girl.
Wait, is a tomboy technically a transvestite if you're just a girl who just like wears guys' clothes?
No.
Why not?
It doesn't actually mean what he thinks it means.
Oh, you're just using his terms.
He thinks that like a female transvestite is a tomboy, but really it's like I don't even know. I don't know what the like exact dictionary definition of a tomboy.
Whatever it is, it's not what Chris thinks it is.
No, he's extrapolated to
sure.
suit his own
selfish agenda.
His own filthy agenda.
I think we should wrap it up at 5,000 here.
You really want? I could keep going.
The time's getting pretty up there.
We said early on we'd go to 10,000. We said we'd go to 10,000.
All right. So it shall be.
What did we talk about? We've talked about Down with
Hang on. Stop that for a second.
What?
I want to... Oops. Okay, go back to saving. I want to see if we can use one of these buttons to do it faster, you know? Alright, go on.
Okay, press Z.
Same speed. Okay, go for it. We're the shot.
We've talked about Down with... Could we use both?
No.
No, that definitely did not help.
You know what I'd like to talk about?
What does Super Lesbian Horse RPG bring to mind for you, Keg?
For me?
Yeah.
Sex.
God damn it.
Sexual relations with horses.
Get your mind out. Get your mind out of the gutter. That's not what this game is about. This game is not about relationships with horses. This game is about a space alien and a big magic woman and a videotape man and a glitch dungeon and
you know what this game reminds me of?
And Pinkie Pie and her deep sonorous black voice.
It reminds me of how I cracked my Wii so I could play.
And by that you mean your genitals?
You're talking
about your genitals?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay. Go on.
I cracked my Wii so
Continue
I could
your
play pirated
story.
games. But I tried to play a non-pirated GameCube game. Tried to play Wind Waker because I heard it's fun.
Yeah. You heard wrong, but go on.
Just won't load.
That's
won't
not
work.
true. I have no opinion. I haven't played Wind Waker. I hear it's good. I like
it's good too.
I like the art style.
You know, a lot of people say that Phantom Hourglass was like sort of a watered down version of
Phantom
Waker.
Hourglass. You lent me that game, and
you lost it, didn't you?
Yes. I remember. I was running for a train.
Yes.
And I was like about to miss this train, and I had
You're good.
Yeah, like I was running and my bag was like bouncing because of my my strident step, and my DS bounced out of my bag and like skidded directly under the train. Like it fell under the train tracks. So I saw it there. I was like,
there's no way you could get it.
Yeah, like even if the train wasn't there on top of it, like you can't go down onto the train tracks because this is like a subway where like it's like deeply recessed.
Yeah.
So I just like I saw it there. It was there on the tracks, but it was gone.
What can you do?
So that's how I lost your Phantom Hourglass.
Well, it's okay because I've got an Ace card, so I can just play any DS game I want at any time now.
Yeah.
It's the best. I'm really waiting for the 3DS one to come out. Because there's some games I want to play, but I'm not willing to buy. I just beat What did I just beat? You know,
did you just beat?
I played because that's kind of relevant to this game. I played the Mario and Luigi Snooze Fest game. DreamWorks Partners in Dreams.
Snooze Fest?
What's it called?
Oh, because it's about dreams.
It's about Luigi sleeping and you go into dreams.
Yep.
And
so you play as Luna.
That's
you play
correct.
as Princess Luna.
You put everyone to sleep.
Dreaming of Luigi.
You get Mario.
And it's titled Princess Luna: Dreams of Luigi.
My point is that game was shit.
An erotic visual novel.
That game was totally shit in everything except the battle system, because it just does everything wrong that a game like Paper Mario: Thousand Year Door, or even just the first Mario and Luigi game, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, did right. It was way funnier. It held your hand a million times less. The gameplay was just as good. And I guess it was fresh, like it was the first game like that.
So fresh.
It was super fresh.
These beats are so fresh.
And they've made like 4 of these Mario and Luigi games now, and they've gotten worse every time.
I've only played I think the first 2.
I played the first one so many times, and it was awesome every single one. I must have played that game like 5 times.
Though. It was really good.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
With the bean collecting.
It's probably the best GBA game.
Wow.
And that is a bold claim.
Yeah.
Like Mother 3 is on the GBA.
Wow. Really? You like Superstar Saga better than Mother 3?
Okay, I can't like it more than Mother 3.
You're always going on about how much you love Mother 3.
It's true. I love Mother 3 more. But I do think that Mario & Luigi has a better combat system.
Fair enough, because when I played Earthbound, the combat was the only boring part.
Mother 3 is a bit better.
It's
got this weird, like, musical timing hits sort of thing that you can do every time you attack.
Watch out, he knows about timed hits.
That's a Mario RPG reference, in case you don't get it.
You know, I was looking up pony games.
Yeah.
For us ponies to play.
Yeah.
And I saw that I saw a hack called Armageddon of
hack of what?
Mario RPG.
Really?
It makes the enemies like way harder.
Ooh.
And it like rebalances it gives them the enemies get new attacks, and
that was already a pretty tough game.
It changes the super attacks of your party.
Yeah.
It specifically said that, like, so that you don't just nerf Geno and Peach, because apparently I guess that was the optimum strategy in that game. I don't know.
So you don't nerf them?
I guess it changed it so that, like, there wasn't an obvious, like, best strategy, you know?
Oh,
so they changed it up so it would be more challenging and more, like, varied or something.
Sounds reasonable.
I don't know. When I played it, I was too young and I didn't figure... If there was an optimum strategy, I sure didn't figure it out.
The optimum strategy was to use Geno Whirl and know the right moment to press it to instantly kill the enemy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it dealt 999 million.
Yeah, if you
perfectly did it. I forgot about that.
I love in that game, I've probably mentioned this before, I love the secret boss, Culex. Yeah. You have to get the shiny stone to fight.
Because he's a Final Fantasy man.
He's got the 4 elemental crystals around him, and they literally play the 4 elemental Masters theme from Final Fantasy IV when you fight him.
Because the game was made by Square. It was
made by Squeenix, that's right. By the way...
It wasn't Squeenix back then.
Oh yeah, that's Square,
it was just Square.
Squaresoft. Actually, it was Squaresoft. Yeah. Squaresoft. I want Geno in Smash.
Ooh, yeah.
Why won't Geno be in Smash?
Isn't he a trophy?
No.
He's not even a trophy?
Well, no, but I mean, it's for good reason. Square owns him. Square owns Geno.
Nintendo has enough money that they could buy the rights to Geno.
I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. I just don't know. I wish they would.
For fuck's sake.
Because you know what would be funny? What if? I wonder if Square Enix, just to play like devil's advocate to that, could Square just make a game about like Geno and Mallow, and just have them have an adventure with just with just no Nintendo whatsoever, just Geno and Mallow having a crazy time. You could meet Frogfocious.
I don't know.
You could meet, you know.
I don't know if
Smithy can be there.
I mean, the thing about Geno is, Geno isn't actually that doll. Geno is a star spirit that inhabits that doll.
Yeah.
So a story about Geno wouldn't necessarily. Well, unless that doll has like its own story, because Geno's just the name of the doll. The spirit has like some weird like unpronounceable name.
I know.
So are you talking about the doll? Or are you talking about the star?
Well, I mean, we're talking about having. Both.
Like maybe the star could come back and inhabit that same doll.
Yeah, you know, because he's comfortable with it.
That would be the only way to have it really feel like it was the real Gino.
Yeah, like what if he came back and just possessed some other doll? Like that would just be lame.
Yeah.
No one would want that. Everyone loves Gino.
I guess there's not really... I mean, I guess Gino's story is pretty much complete in Mario RPG.
It was already pretty simple.
There's
he
not
was
a
just
whole
here
lot
to fight Smithy. That was his whole thing. And that's exactly what you do.
Oh man, remember Star Hill with all the wishes on it?
Of course I remember. When you hear Mallow's parents crying for him, and you see the one that says, I wish I was a good drummer like my brother Mario.
Isn't he like, I wish I was a hero or something, like my big brother?
I think I wish I was brave like my brother Mario.
I wish I was brave like my... He doesn't say Mario. It just says, I wish I was brave like my brother, and you're left to puzzle out who it could be.
Yeah, you might be right about
because
that.
Luigi doesn't appear in that game at all.
Luigi appears nowhere in that game, yeah.
Except for right there.
Yep.
Because there's no other...
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's so good.
That game is amazing. It's
really
fantastic. I love it. The story's great. The characters are great.
I'll bet it holds up.
The art is awesome. Yeah, I bet it holds up too.
I'll bet it says least as fun as Super Lesbian Horse RPG. And
I'm
not knocking it because I actually like Super Horse RPG.
I bet it's at least as fun as Final Fantasy VII, because I gotta say, I played that game recently, and I found it... That was like my favorite game.
You've told me
for a million years
that you think the combat is really slow now.
My biggest problem with that game, and kind of like every RPG of that style that you can't avoid, like with random battles, is that it takes so fucking long. It just feels like it breaks up my game. Like, compare that to a game like Dark Souls, and it's just... You know? I just feel like I have no control over my situation in Final Fantasy VII. But in Dark Souls, I can just dodge roll and just do whatever needs to be done.
Do you ever feel like you are losing control of your life, Keg? Do you ever feel like
yeah,
you're on a going off the rails on a crazy train?
I think I do.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that right now, actually. Going off the rails on a crazy train.
Video games are stupid.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's talk about shit. I don't know anything but video games.
I know about
God, this saving 10,000 times is seriously sapping all my concentration. There's
good.
Just no way.
I would like to discuss.
Let's talk about Dr. Pepper 10 with 10 refreshing calories.
I don't drink soda. I got nothing to say.
Ugh.
I only drink water.
But
beer.
Oh, bleep that.
Bleep it?
Bleep what I just said. Readers, you'll never know.
Yes.
Okay. Good. It was worse than anything. It was worse than anything Keg's ever said. Worse than anything Keg's ever said on our show. So think about that. Just let your imagination fill in just how heinous my language could possibly have been to warrant a bleep.
A good friend of ours is getting really into Bakuman recently.
Yeah.
Which is one of my
Bakuman.
favorites.
Yeah, let's talk about Bakuman. Let's talk about manga.
Bakuman is a manga.
Manga's way better than video games.
Which is about two high school kids.
I'll bet a lot of people out there are hearing Bakuman and thinking that we're talking about what's the one with the
Bakugan.
I don't even know.
That's the top game. That's the one where they fight with tops.
That's Beyblade. Is Bakugan also Beyblade?
I think it is.
Is that like the Japanese name, or are they just very similar? No.
I don't fucking remember.
I don't know. I'm thinking of Bakuno. I'll bet a lot of people are hearing us talk about Bakuman and thinking we're talking about Bakuno. Because Bakuno seem to have gotten fairly popular.
Bakuno is very popular. Okay, Bakuno
Even though I thought it was just okay. I thought it was good but not great. Bakuno.
Yeah, I liked it. Anyway, but Bakuman is a series. It was Shonen Jump. It was made into an anime, and it's about...
It's by the two guys that made Death
guys.
Note.
It's by the Death Note guys.
You beat me. I was saying it.
Yeah, I know.
Didn't have
well, you interrupted me, anyway.
You didn't have to interrupt me. You didn't have to interrupt my interruption.
So, anyway, it's about two guys. They meet in middle school.
They make a manga.
They decide to make manga
They're manga
together.
artists.
And
well, one's a writer and one's an artist.
It's really just them pursuing their dream over many years of getting better and better and more professional at being professional manga people.
And it's like
it's awesome.
It gives like a real glimpse into the inner workings of, you know, the manga industry in Japan.
Because it's two guys who made Death Note, and all these guys always work together. I get a feeling that a lot of it was drawn from their experiences.
Very autobiographical.
Especially because the two main characters, a lot of their work is sort of like not fits them. It's not like action fighting. It's not mainstream stuff. It's kind of weird and different.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's definitely reflected in the sort of stuff that
some of the mangas they end up making, and like
some of them, dude.
Death Note. No, shut up. I'm saying some of the ones that the characters make in the story are very, very reminiscent of the ones that What are they, Oba and Obata? Is that their names?
What?
Their names are Oba and Obata,
Oh,
right?
you're talking about the real life
Yeah,
people.
I'm saying some of the ones that the characters make in Bakuman are very similar in a lot of ways to
That's
stories.
what I said.
You didn't say it. I said it. I said
Yeah,
it.
you're repeating what I said.
You didn't say that.
Yes, I did.
No. You said it was an autobiographical story.
And then I went on to say
about
that a lot of their work is just like the work that the real people have done.
Nope, I don't remember it like that.
I see.
Anyway, Bakuman's a really great story. You guys should read it. This is Phantom Horn plugging Bakuman for you. Enjoy it. Seriously, it seriously like inspired me to draw.
Yeah, it's really inspirational.
We've been talking about it with Digi, Bro, and Gibbon Take.
Yeah, I got him into it.
And Drowning in Horseshoes. Gibbon had already read it, some of it,
Had he?
maybe all of it.
Digi had two, but he
read,
sort of gave up on it.
He'd read like half of it.
I convinced him to read it.
And Drowning, I think he just started it.
That shit.
He said he started it.
Did he?
I don't know how far he got.
He got to like page 2 and couldn't figure out what was going on.
What an idiot.
He had trouble with the whole reading right to left thing.
What? Did he
Yeah,
seriously say that?
Yeah, that's what he said.
He hasn't read manga?
Probably not much.
But he watched the animes.
Well, anime you don't have to read right to left.
Everyone that watches the animes reads the mangas.
Of course, that's...
No, that's silly. He's read manga before.
I don't know. Has he? Do you know that?
I have faith.
He said he had trouble reading right to left. There's only one solution here.
He's lying. We're making really good headway on securing this save file.
It's true.
By the way. I'm feeling so much better.
Me too. Everything that we do after this is going to be well documented.
Listen to that. Listen to that satisfying beep. You know what that is? That's good game feel.
Yeah.
That's good kinesthetics.
It's really a tactile sound.
Yeah. You know what else is a tactile sound?
No.
My hoof in your face. In your face.
That's true.
In your face. That's what I say to corrupted save files. Did you know every time you don't corrupt a save file, a pony angel gets their pony Pegasus wings.
Well, that's
Pegasus
good.
gets their wings.
That's good news.
Yep. An alicorn gets their wings. Oh! Whoa! Season 3 spoilers. Boo, 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 boo!
Well, that had already happened in this game. So if they've watched this far, they should already know.
No, it hadn't.
Yeah, she's a princess. Twilight's a princess.
She doesn't have wings in this.
Then why does she call herself a princess all the time?
I don't know. Wait, she doesn't have wings, right?
I think she does.
No.
Then why does she call herself a princess?
Well, it's time to insert a little picture of what she looks like in this game.
Yeah.
If she has wings, I'm gonna flip out.
Okay, if she has... Well, you know, really, I never looked that closely. As soon as she started to describe herself as a princess, I just assumed that she had wings.
I'm fairly sure this game came out before end of Season 3.
Maybe. But, people knew, I mean, a little bit beforehand that she was going to be an alicorn.
Yeah.
Maybe that's...
But still, if it wasn't canon, there's no way it would be in this. Or even so...
I don't know, I'm not sure this game came out that long
Even
ago.
if it did come out after that, that doesn't necessarily mean that in this game she's an alicorn. Since
True.
this is all alternate reality...
I prefer to think of Twilight as a unicorn anyway.
Me too, actually.
Yeah.
I prefer to think of everyone as a unicorn.
Nothing good came from Twilight becoming a princess to me.
Let me think about that.
Has any good come of it? I really
That's
don't
an
think
excellent
so.
question.
Yeah. You know what good came of it? Fucking Magical Mystery Cure is by far the best episode of the show.
Yeah.
And so that episode is amazing for that reason, you know, among others. So that definitely was one good thing that came of it. But I think that's really the only thing.
There have been good episodes and good moments featuring Twilight. Overall, though, I think I have to agree.
Not really. Yeah.
Yeah, shit. That's
And you know,
that's depressing.
But really, one of the things that makes that episode so good is the is the thought of all the amazing things that are going to happen now that she is an alicorn. Like you know.
Oh yeah, you were really. I remember you were explaining this to me about what made you mad. You were really upset.
This is part of a complex issue that I may have brought up before. But it's when something good happens, because you when you build expectations for something good to happen, and for that period of time.
That's why I never expect anything good to happen.
Hey, hey, it might be a good idea. And for that period, while you have that good expectation, you feel really happy and you're excited and you're looking forward to the future. Then, if in that future, that thing then does not happen, like, I personally feel cheated and sort of retroactively turn all that happiness into sadness, into unhappiness. And, I don't know, that may or may not be the best way to go, but, you know, what can you do?
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to them.
I'm sure they weren't paying attention either. They were clearly, like me, but super focused on, coming up.
That's pretty much exactly what the problem was. Oh, technical difficulty, hang on. What's the deal? Just hit Z.
Wait, stop. What the heck?
Things going a little crazy. Okay, whatever.
So stupid.
So anyway...
Did it come out? Did the control again? Horrible.
So that's exactly the problem with Magical Mystery Cure. I love that episode because it created the... I wish the series had just ended then, because then I could just imagine all the amazing things that would happen. To me, that would have been a better way to handle this particular story arc of Twilight becoming a princess. In my opinion, it should have been the last thing that ever happened in the whole show. But, oh well.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, new
Which
things
is
have
hard
happened.
to say. It's, you know...
Yeah, you know, I don't know.
It was a perfect capstone. There were really good episodes in Season 4.
Yeah, no, those are good.
I guess,
but, like, those could have been before Magical Mystery Cure, is the thing.
Let's see. Pinkie Pride didn't really involve Twilight being a princess.
No, barely at all.
What's it called?
Equestria Games.
Who cares about that one?
Well, you know.
Wait, I'm thinking of really good episodes. I'm thinking of really good episodes. Well, I thought that testing was super good.
She didn't need to be a...
It has that scene where she's flying with Twilight, but it could have been Fluttershy.
Yeah.
So that didn't really involve her being a princess.
Yeah. Like, Twilight's best moments are still her, like, being studious and, like, being, like, you know, her old self.
Being neurotic.
Good, you know?
Pinkie Apple Pie didn't involve Twilight.
Not at all.
Shit.
You know, Flight to the Finish didn't involve her.
Ooh, yeah, that was another good one, and, well, I guess that's it.
See?
I wish they'd happened before.
Well, I mean, I guess you could bring up, like, the really cool fight in the season finale.
Which I didn't even really care that much about.
I mean, I really dug it, but, you know, there's a million ways to have a cool fight. So yeah, I think we've established that it was dumb.
I think we established that Pony is totally jumped the shark.
At the same time, though, you know, even though I like Magical Mystery Cure and like thinking about what Twilight was going to do afterward, I don't really love... No, I was going to say I don't like that she was like elevated above her friends, but no, I actually do.
She's always been above her friends.
Yeah, exactly.
She's always been the princess's protege.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Faust rolls over in her grave one last time.
Yeah.
Before crumbling to dust.
Yeah, that's why Magical Mystery Cure should be the final episode of the whole series. And you know, Daniel Ingram like wanted to make that episode a lot longer, put in more songs.
Yeah, I think I read that article, which would have been so good.
Yeah, but you know,
what have I said? I've said this before. If it was 2 episodes, it wouldn't have been so dense with awesomeness.
Yeah, that's
so I think it would have been better overall, but each individual of those 2 episodes would have been less good than the one condensed one that we got.
So is it better or worse? You know, it's hard to say.
Probably, if I had to pick, I would say, yeah, split it up. But the one condensed episode we got was so good.
Yeah, to be honest, I think I prefer it this way.
Yeah.
You know? It's just so intensely
it does
amazing.
kind of make it a crown jewel of the series. Which is real nice, guys. We've almost achieved our lifelong ambition.
Yeah.
10,000 saves for posterity.
Here we are. Coming in smooth.